Very well.
Oh, very well.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Good. Let me.
Should I get my headphones too?
I don't know if it matters.
All right then. And where we can record this,
Yeah, it's going on to we're actually technically broadcasting it live right now.
Oh my.
I don't think anyone's watching it.
But we'll be able to. It'll be an MP3 or whatever.
Yeah, it'll go on YouTube, and how you can like take the MP3 from a YouTube with those certain sites.
Those certain sites.
Have you ever used one of those?
Yeah.
It's very well.
So that's what we'll do. That's what I'll do tomorrow morning. That's what you're
Yeah,
telling me?
I mean, I can probably send you an MP3.
All right, whatever. I mean, just want to know what I'm doing.
I'm just on my a different computer.
Oh.
So it wouldn't let me install Skype and all that shit.
Oh, that's right. Skype sucks.
Maybe this is better.
Yeah, well, as long as we get the recording, it's all good by me. And we'll be able to invite other people in and shit, I assume, when we're ready to do an interview or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have my computer back, but it's just for this week.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it. Maybe it's great. I'm
Maybe
gonna eat one more chip.
Yeah, let me get my tea. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Very well. Ugh. Okay, doing a podcast. All right. All right.
Both of us have opted to turn the camera off.
I know, but you have your picture here does like
it's like pulsating.
Yeah. You and Spider-Man there. that dude from the Winged Comics?
No, that was from when I went to Universal Studios.
Oh, okay.
In 2008 with my fam.
Nice.
I had long hair back then, as you can see.
Yeah, you got some sideburns and everything going on there, too.
You're just a drawer. A drawer.
John did that drawing. I didn't.
Very well.
Credit for that.
Looks like
Oh, hey, yeah. Well, I had hair then, too.
Very well. And so it says League 303 Dustin. That's supposed to say Durson.
Oh, okay. Dustin.
Let's just call it Dustin.
All right.
We don't even. You can 3, 2, 1 record for tradition's sake.
Yeah, let's do it. I just want to make these other. I mean, I talked to Josh yesterday. He said he probably wasn't going to be around, and John said he was not going to be around. Just to make sure. But yeah, well, so.
How was the graduation party?
Oh, it was good. There were a lot more children there than I thought, but that's okay.
Would have liked. No, just
yeah. All right. Let's be honest. Would have liked. It was loud.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was good to see
Grads and dads.
Grads and dads. And I bought him a Drax.
Oh, very well.
Yeah. So I didn't know Yondu or Drax. Like I was torn. But I went with the Drax.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. Well, let's just do it then. Right? Because we have family stuff to do later. So.
Yeah.
In this control room, what are you supposed to all this stuff?
I think you could turn down like my voice, or your voice, like in your headphones. In the mix, it's a little mixer.
Clay, it said Clay Inferno adjusted your audio level.
That's my level. Yeah, I just turned you way down, and I turned you up and down.
So cool there, and we can discover more apps.
I'm not getting that. I'm not discovering more apps.
Not right now, but maybe someday we could get into this. All right, let's do this. Are you ready?
Yeah, 303.
3, 2, 1, record.
Broadcast.
What the?
Broadcast.
3, 2, 1, broadcast. You're listening to League Podcast, episode 303. I'm Matt Thurston.
I'm Dustin.
You're Dustin.
I'm Clay Inferno.
I used to get Durstin a lot.
Thurston.
I never got
To
Dustin.
those watching live, which you're not, because it says zero viewers. We're using Google Hangouts today,
Yeah.
so that's great.
Yeah, we're
I
trying. This is different. It's not really that different.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah, it's cool.
I might even turn my screen off because it's distracting that my icon is like boom, boom, boom.
Well, how do you do that?
I just turn the brightness all the way down.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna.
That's nice.
It'll be fine.
We'll figure it out.
So how's it going, Clay? I saw you just the other day. So
Yep. Saw you just the other day. Sounds like a song.
Yeah, like a Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
I saw you last night on the edge of town.
At the edge of the checkout at CVS.
No, we were literally both checking out at the same time.
Well, I was on a healthy walk, so I decided to stop and get some Reese's peanut butter cups, which is like the perfect snack for being healthy.
Yeah. Did you get those ones with the Reese's Pieces inside? Have you seen those?
No, I got the traditional but dark chocolate Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh, that's not traditional at all.
Two to a package.
Have you had those? I don't know. I haven't eaten them. I don't know.
No, there's like a Reese's peanut butter cup with like.
There's like little mini Reese's Pieces in the peanut butter cup. That seems like a little bit overkill for me.
That's too much. What's the point of that?
I don't know. Just two great tastes in one, but I don't know. It seems like that would just kind of overdo it.
It is. It's too much.
Too much crap. Too much sugar. Oh well. Anyways, yeah. So you were on a little voyage. And I was just.
You're on your way home from work.
Yeah. And you did the classic. All right, that's enough.
This was probably enough.
Yeah, it's always tough when you do the bump into, it's kind of like,
It
uh-oh.
was a bump in.
Yeah, that's what it was.
We were more having fun with it being a Larry David moment than
Right.
making it a real one. Like, all right, the hang up.
All right, yeah, the voice goes on.
All right.
I love that.
I can't wait till that show's back on. Wow,
It's coming back.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, speaking of shows, let's start with shows for a second. I want to talk about Free Comic Day for a minute, too, but do you watch American Gods? I want to talk about that for a second.
I do not.
You do not? You would like it.
No.
Neil Gaiman?
I feel like
Gaiman or Gaiman? I'm always confused.
It's Gaiman.
It is Gaiman?
I think I need to read it.
No, just watch the show.
Watch it. Just watch the show? Okay.
You can read it if you want. I don't.
Oh, okay.
I find it much easier to just watch a show. I'm sure the book is better. It's always better, or not better, but I'm sure it's more involved. Different. But the show is good. It's only been 2 episodes, so you don't have to. You can still catch up.
Nice.
This Neil Gaiman. But the good thing is, so he's an executive producer. I think he's actually involved. Like he's done they do those inside the episode things. Have you ever seen those on HBO? He's like interviewed on those and stuff. So it's not just they're just, he's actually involved in it. So that's very good.
Is that an HBO thing?
Yeah. Wait, having Neil Gaiman involved?
No, I didn't think that was an HBO thing. I think it's like Showtime or something, isn't it?
Oh, maybe. Maybe you're right. Whatever. One of those movie channels. I have them all.
Mixed up.
It doesn't matter.
You have them all. Ooh.
I think HBO owns. Well, they own Cinemax or something. I don't know. Who cares? Whatever movie channel it's on, or whatever you do to watch TV shows, if you do Hulu or whatever, check it out. It's good. It's really interesting. Do you know the premise at all, or?
No, I don't.
Oh. Well,
I don't know anything about it.
Rundown. So the idea is that there's these old gods, right? That nobody really worships them anymore. So they're kind of falling out of style. And then there are these new gods who are coming in that people really do like. And the new gods are like media and stuff like that, like technology. Like those are like the new gods. Meanwhile, the old gods are like, what? Get out of here. We don't, you new gods. Like you're kind of, you're young and stupid.
It's almost like that Kieran Gillen book, The Wicked and Divine. Did you ever read that?
Yeah, I a little bit. But I don't
so go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, but this was, I mean, the book was written a while ago. I don't know. It probably predates The Wicked and Divine. But anyway, yeah, that's the idea. And so like it's new gods versus old gods, and there's this what's his name? Ian McShane.
From Deadwood.
Yeah. He's like the main
cocksucker.
He's like one of the main guys.
Swingen.
So okay. I actually never watched Deadwood. I should gotta check that out.
Oh really? Wow, that's a good one. Yeah. Well, the cocksucker reference went right over your head.
I know. I kind of knew that.
He says cocksucker like 75 times an episode per average. Sometimes more, sometimes less.
Of course. Anyway, he's like the main guy. I don't want to spoil it too much, but I know who he is. And when I figured it out, it was like, well, like Rachel helped me like with some of the details, but like when we figured it out, it was like boom, like nice, mind blown. But anyway, and then there's this guy who is like he's a human, but he's definitely got some kind of weird thing, and he drives him around everywhere. So
I see.
So far, we don't really know all the details because it's only 2 episodes. But you should watch if you like Peter Stormare, who is from Fargo and other things. Like he is incredible. Everybody is really good. So yeah, really good show. Check it out. American Gods. And there's a comic too, although I read a couple issues of that. I'm like, what? I don't even understand what's going on. So I don't know how much it relates to the show. Like, I mean, I think it's in that world, but I don't know if any of the characters are, I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. But it's a very cool show, and you should check it out, everyone who's listening, which you're not. But I think you'd like
Crispin Glover. I'm just reading the IMDb, so maybe you haven't seen it.
Crispin Glover, yeah.
Loris Leachman.
Gillian Anderson is in it. She's pretty good. I love Gillian Anderson, as you know.
Who's this Peter Stormare?
He's the guy. Did you see Fargo? The movie Fargo, right?
Yeah. Yep.
He's a big, scary dude who shoves Semi in the wood chipper.
Oh, yeah. Oh, very well.
He doesn't say much in Fargo, but he says a lot in this, and he's very, very good.
Wow. The all-star cast here.
Yeah, really good cast. Cool. And, there's a lot of weirdness that I don't understand quite yet, but you'll get there. So there you go.
Oh, we'll check it out. How many episodes have played already?
Only 2 episodes, I think, so far. So I think there'll be one tonight. But yeah, not that many. You can catch up if you like.
I will.
They're very well show.
Good.
Very well.
Sounds very good.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, new gods and old gods. Boom.
You should definitely watch Deadwood.
Okay.
I mean, go back and watch because it should have gone on for longer than it did, but they canceled it. So it's one of those things you can bang through it pretty quick.
All right. I will bang through it. All right. So yeah, I wanted to mention that. I forget what else I wanted. There was another show I thought about, but yeah. Well, speaking of Fargo, I mean, I know you're probably not watching that, but that show is awesome too. So you should check that out.
Well, I've watched the 2nd episode of the 1st season.
Oh, all right.
I'm getting caught up.
All right. Yeah.
Very slowly.
In a couple years, you'll be.
Yeah.
No, this season obviously has nothing to do with previous seasons because this season that they're in now takes place in 2010, whereas the first season I think was in like the 80s or
whatever. It seems like the 80s. Yeah,
they jump all over the place. So yeah, the 2nd season is awesome, and so far the season's been really good. Ewan McGregor is amazing.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah. So that's our comic book nerd league connection there. Obi-Wan. And also, what's her name from Scott Pilgrim is in it? Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Oh, very
You're
well. Very well. I don't have a problem with that at all.
TV now, you know, like what the hell? TV, you can show nudity. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah. If you're unplugged.
Yeah, all you got to do is just say, "Oh, this is not recommended for children," and then that's it. That apparently clears you.
Mm-hmm.
After that, it's up to the parents.
Did you watch any of the Iron Fist?
No, I still haven't watched any of Iron Fist.
But did you watch the Luke Cage?
I didn't finish the Luke Cage either. I don't know why. I liked it. It just we watched about like 7 or 8 episodes and just kind of, I don't know. Just whatever. I don't know what happened. I'll finish it. I know I'm mad because
too much
Defenders is coming up very soon, right?
Yeah.
Next month?
Is it really next month?
I don't know. I thought it was June. It might be later. I thought it was
the comic is coming out in June.
Oh, really? Well, then I would imagine they would want to, you know, line those up.
Huh. August.
Oh, okay.
But it is the summer.
Right. All right. Well, I get time.
Yep, you got time.
So, did you like Iron Fist, though? I heard a few bad things about Iron Fist.
I did like it, but it could have been a lot shorter. Like I was like, even me who was like, you know, I'll pretty much just watch anything comic book and sit through it.
Yeah.
I was just like, come on, like this is way too long. Same thing with that Power show, like the Bendis's Power show. Like I started watching it and I was just like, yeah, I'm just not interested in this.
Yeah, I started watching it because I was with Josh and I were hanging out and we were watching it because he had PlayStation or whatever, right? Is it the PlayStation Network or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting, but not. I don't know.
It's not our thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Hey, did you hear they're rebooting Hellboy?
Yes. Yeah, with the Stranger
what's
Things
his name? The guy from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
That's kind of disappointing. I mean, I'm sure he'll be good, but Ron Perlman was pretty awesome as Hellboy.
Yeah, he was like perfect. But yeah. I mean, that other guy's probably going to be good too. I wonder if Ron Perlman is bummed out about that.
I don't know. I heard that he was down. He was all set to do Hellboy 3, and it never really came around, and they kept shelving it. But he was ready. He's like, yeah, I'll be in the makeup tomorrow. But I don't know.
It was a few years ago now, but
yeah,
when did that Mike Mignola guy introduced him at Boston Comic Con, he was like, there will never be a Hellboy 3.
Oh, well,
never.
There won't be a Hellboy 3, but there'll be a Hellboy 1 again, apparently.
Yeah.
He wasn't lying. Oh well. But that's our movie stuff.
Movies.
What about
TVs?
TV and movies, right?
Yeah.
What about all right, how was your free comic day? I want to ask about that.
It was good. I only swung by real quick. I did enjoy the books that I read. And yeah.
There were secret Marvel books and secret DC books and stuff like that.
What do you mean secret?
That's what it said on the page when we talked about it a couple weeks ago. They were books we weren't telling. I never really. Did you know what any of those? I guess you didn't know.
I didn't know. Is it?
I mean, it's not that they were secret, you couldn't get them. They were secret, they weren't telling people that they were coming.
Was that the Secret Empire Spider-Man one? I got that one.
I think it was. I got that one. Can I tell you something about that Spider-Man? That was bad. I think.
Oh yeah, it was. I mean, Chip Zdarsky, I think, is pretty much off the rails. That guy is. I don't know. I don't trust him.
You don't trust him.
No,
I mean,
people like say he's great and everything, but it's a little too. It's too much like tongue in cheek that I don't really enjoy it.
yeah.
You know?
I mean, he's good on Sex Criminals. I think he does the art and
Yeah, well, he does the art. Yeah, but when he writes books, he's just like the They Might Be Giants of writing comic books. It's like it's not for everybody, and I'm sure lots of people are really into it. But it's
I don't know, man. That was only a few pages, and it was painful. I couldn't even get through it.
And they're bringing back the Spectacular Spider-Man series, which was legendary.
Right, that's the one. That's the thing, right? Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. That's the Chip Zdarsky thing. But
yeah,
whoa! And of course, they have to have the Vulture because he's going to be in the movie, right?
Yeah,
it's such an old thing. But I was just like the dialogue between him and Mary Jane was so bad. Like,
it was terrible.
I think I might just throw the old John Hunt, throw the comic.
Throw right, yeah.
Because it was free anyway, so who cares? But like
free, and who cares about Steve Rogers, Hydra agent? I don't.
Yeah, I didn't really. I read that. I kind of flipped through it. Marvel was. Did you read this? They were like big time, like pushing, saying, "Please give it a chance." Did you read that?
I did read that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of weird. Like they know people hate it. You know what I mean? We're doing something we know you're not going to like, but
please give it a chance.
Don't hate us.
Because we're going to turn it around and have Cap be a hero. Like they basically said, like revealed the plot. Like
I know. Why should I buy it? I know what's going to happen at the end. It's going to but at this point that would seem like. I mean, how are they going to do it where it doesn't seem like such a cop out? I mean, maybe that's just me, but how do you reveal Cap to be? Oh no, like I was just joking. Like I don't know. Like what?
Yeah.
He just turn around and go, just kidding.
Just kidding.
I mean, he does lift the hammer at the end, right? Did you read that? He lifts Thor's hammer. So like he must be worthy or whatever. So does that mean it's all just bullshit? I mean, what? I mean, it's bullshit. Anyway.
Oh, it's definitely bullshit.
On the one hand, I mean, if Marvel is saying, I mean, I almost feel bad. They are like, no, it'll be good. Like, but like, maybe it will. Like, right? I mean, I don't know. Or won't it? Is there no chance that it would actually be decent? It's Nick Spencer.
I mean, it might read okay in a trade. I mean, they like won't get me picking it up every month though.
No, me neither. I'm not going to do that. I already didn't do it because I think number 0 or whatever came out, right? That's Marvel's new thing, right? We're going to have a number 0.
Number 0.
And then they released a trade of all the things. Apparently, they've been building up Secret Empire for a while. So all this stuff they released, or they are releasing, I don't know if it's out yet, like a trade of all the books that sort of prelude Secret Empire. Jesus. I know sales are in the toilet, but
yeah. Well, send me a free copy and I'll think about reading it. That's what I say to Marvel. I'll read the lead up. I'll read the whole thing as long as I
think about reading it.
I'll think about reading it.
Well, I mean,
my boy Nick Spencer. I mean,
your boy Nick Spencer.
I love him. Love everything he does except for this.
Do you think here's a question I have now? Now we know that Marvel does these like writer and editor retreats and stuff, right? Like we know that this, and then they kind of plan out certain things and whatever. Do you think like that they were on one of these retreats that said we want to make Cap a Hydra agent, and they said, okay, Nick, this one's on you. Like, is that how it works? Do you think, or did Nick Spencer go, hey, I got this idea for Cap?
I think the writers pitch it and then they figure out how it's going to happen.
Wow. Okay. Well,
so
I mean, that's better because my thinking was, okay, good luck with this, Nick Spencer, because no one's going to like you.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, like, I don't know, but I mean, I feel like if whoever pitches it, when you get in that room or whatever, and you go, here's my idea, and they go, what? Like, I mean, like, you know what I mean? That's apparently what happened when they did the Spider-Man Mephisto deal with the devil thing so that no one remembers that he was married and no one remembers that he was Peter Parker. Apparently, that's what happened in the room, according to my sources. Like everybody was just like, "What?" So,
yeah, I mean, why don't you just say it's a reboot or something? Like,
yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess back then they didn't do it that much. They didn't do those as often, so they had to come up with a way, storyline wise, to just pretend that all didn't happen, and that's literally what they did.
yeah. Well, I mean, in Nick Spencer's defense, or like how it has to work, I'm sure they have to come in with like a list of like 10 ideas. He might just be drawing lines like Cap is a Hydra agent, Cap is an agent of AIM, Cap is this, like, because they have to make it interesting, and
Right.
they have to do the. I mean, it is basically. I think you said it like last week or something like that. They have to do the next superior Spider-Man. Like they have to be like, ooh, let's make the good guy bad, or like let's
right.
No,
that's true. They have to do something.
They have to do something new. We have to make Dick Grayson Batman.
We'll
like they have to do that.
We'll make Thor a girl. We'll make Thor Jane Foster. We'll make. Yeah. It's kind of like what we were saying. All those what ifs actually came true. Like I feel like.
Yeah.
So like this is like just the latest one, right? And maybe here's my thing though. Like if we can just get Steve Rogers back as regular old Captain America, I think I'd be happy with it. At the end, because I don't know, I haven't been buying, Falcon, Cap. Obviously, I haven't been buying any of that stuff. But like, I'm a Captain America guy. Like I like old school Cap.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know you can't go home again.
You can't. And you can't like disassociate Chris Evans with being Captain America, even though in my mind that's not what Captain America looks like.
Really?
Yeah. No,
I think it looks a lot like how I picture my like Cap when I was a kid with the blonde hair, the blonde perfect hair, and the whatever. I didn't. It took me a while. It took me a little while. When I first saw him, I was like, no, he doesn't look like Cap. But whatever.
Or like a bigger guy, or like a more like a bulkier guy, or like more like boisterous.
Oh, is that what you?
Yeah.
Cap is a subtler. He just does his work. I don't know about boisterous. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Whatever. We all have our own versions.
No, it's just my vision of him in my mind. I can't even think of an actor, but it's not really.
No, I can't either.
I mean, I like that MCU version of him. That's just fine. I think Chris Evans is cool. I've watched those movies 1,000 times. It's great. But he's not like who I picture. He's not like a Hugh Jackman or like, Robert Downey Jr.
Maybe it's because he was Johnny Storm first, and I was like, oh, he's pretty funny as Johnny Storm, and then like, oh, he's Captain America now. I don't know. I have this thing about Cap though. There's something about like when I first read the first Captain America comic book I ever read, right, was back in the 80s, like a million years ago, and someone like a bad guy had stolen his shield.
Oh man.
And like was trying to recreate it, because the whole thing was like the shield is this like, it was a one-of-a-kind accident thing, but it's so that's something that the movies never really like. It's like, oh, it's adamantium or whatever. I guess they can't use the word adamant. It's vibranium. That's the
vibranium, and it was one of the in the Captain America First Avengers. He had like 5 shields laid out, and and Howard Stark was like, I'm not even using that one. He's like, oh, how about this one?
Yeah,
and then Agent Carter shoots him. It works just fine.
Yeah, I think I kind of like there's like a lore of the shield in the comic.
Like Cap is like one of a kind because
you
get the Earth sign.
One of a kind, and now they've had millions of soldiers and they've had a million shields, so it's kind of not as cool. But when I read that book, so like what the issue that I was reading, like he gets it back because like he's like testing out all the fake. Like the guy was trying to reinvent the shield, and he had all these fake ones, and he finally picks up one. He's like, "Yes, this is it. This is the shield. Like this is Captain America's shield." And then of course he beats the bad guy like and whatever, and he gets his shield back. And it was this great panel, with him holding the shield and everything. And the paint had been rubbed off, but it was still like the shield. And I was like, yeah, that's the shield, man. And I don't know, like that's my Captain America,
Yeah.
I love that idea of it. I don't know, but and now it's just they've gone way over, like way past that.
Well, yeah, he was like the super patriot. He was just like an Agent of Shields. He was like the Winter Soldier version, kind of,
Yeah.
like
Really
Steve
old.
Rogers, or and then he was really old. Okay.
Oh, that made no sense at
I
all. I
forgot
hate
about
that.
that one, except for that he was in that funny She-Hulk book that I was reading.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you see, like they've done so many stupid things now. It's like, oh, they've really lost, like, I don't know. Maybe like, I don't want to get all like maybe we need a patriotic guy now with this the stupid country is going down the tubes. Maybe this is the time to bring back Cap, like the real Cap.
Yeah, the Ron Lim Cap.
Yeah, the Ron Lim Cap was good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna buy it. You're not gonna buy it. So who really cares? But
I mean, that's the kind of thing where like Secret War, like I read it after. You know what I mean? I just read the whole thing when it was done, and I tend to enjoy those event books like as a trade where I'm not like as invested every month over and over again. Because when those come out like that, I'm like, I think this idea is stupid, or like I don't have the patience, or like I just don't care. But I will like sit like on a Sunday and like read a whole trade of it, when it's all together, and just be like, oh, that was cool, kind of like the Rebirth thing.
You read it and you're done. Well, this is the thing though, because it affects everything. Every time they do one of these, it affects every book.
Like Civil War 2, like main event book, like.
Right.
I didn't read any of that, but all the books I was picking up had some of it.
Right. And that didn't really change everything. It changed a few things. I don't know. Iron Man kind of got the shit beat out of him, and the Guardians were stranded on Earth. But that was about it. There wasn't much else. And Captain Marvel became super popular. That was like that's the premise of Captain Marvel now. She's really popular, and she has her own like reality show.
Oh, very well.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. Like they play it for comedy a little bit, the reality show. Anyway, so we'll see what.
Well, how do you read? How are you keeping up with that? Just like in regular Avengers books, Ridiculous Event.
No, I don't read any of those either.
Do you read Captain Marvel?
I do read Captain Marvel.
Oh, okay. Then that explains it. That explains it right there.
I kind of think it's okay. It's not. At first, when I read the first issue, I was like, oh no, I don't know. But it's not that bad,
It's got to be on like a second volume or something by now, right? Like, because
like it's fifth volume.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just started again. Now it's called The Mighty Captain Marvel, and it started with number 1. Actually, it started with number 0, as they do. Yeah. So, I mean, I think they just wanted to get rid of Tony Stark so that they could bring in this girl Iron Man.
Yeah.
Which I'm also not reading.
I'm not reading her, but she was in Wolverine this week.
Oh yeah, let's talk about. They changed artists on that book. Ooh, that was rough. I don't know. I didn't like the art on that. Did you like it? Did you read it?
No, I wasn't offended by the art. I thought it was fine.
I was offended.
It was different. It was different, but I didn't think it was bad.
I was personally offended.
I didn't notice that it was a different artist until you just mentioned it.
Well, I don't even remember who the artist was before, but this one was new, and I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. So, it's all right. I mean, I'll still buy the book, but I don't know. I didn't like it.
They also had, the 3 different inkers, so that could have also.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe that was
a problem.
Yeah,
so maybe they rush it out.
I think it did seem kind of rushed, didn't it? I don't know. There was something going on there, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So plague and boom. Like I don't know. It was weird. Like,
I didn't really notice the story because I was like, I mean, the art because the story flew by pretty quick, and I was like kind of engrossed in it. I was like, "Ooh, what's happening to her? Is she okay?"
Yeah,
Wow.
she was okay, but everybody else was dying, right? That was
Yeah.
And they used her blood or whatever. I don't know. I couldn't get past. I think the art was making it hard for me to concentrate on the story because I was like, "Ooh, look at that."
I mean, I see what you're saying now that I flip back like toward the end. It's like little like Liefeld like crosshatchy. I didn't really notice that at the time.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it's the inker. I didn't even notice that it was 3 different inkers. So maybe that was it. Maybe that was the problem. I don't know. I mean, it's still a good book. I'll still buy it. But yeah, I don't know. That issue didn't do it for me.
I love the younger Weapon X. I forget. I don't know her name, but she's like the younger sister. She's cool.
Yeah.
She's funny.
Gabby, I think is her name.
Yeah, and she's like closer in age to like the Weapon X in the movie Logan.
Yeah.
So I kind of like how they do that.
Yeah, it's cool. She has like 1 claw, right?
Yeah.
It's just kind of funny. Wolverine at 3, Laura has 2, and this girl has 1.
Yeah. Oh, it's actually cool on the cover. They're standing back to back, and Gabby's in front, and Laura's behind her, and they both have their claws out.
Right.
And
so it
looks like there's 3 claws, but that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good.
Good cover.
Yeah, it was a good cover. Absolutely.
Adam Kubert.
When I pulled that out, when I was like, "Oh, I'll read this first because the cover was so cool," and I was like, "Oh, this book stinks."
Get this out of here.
I know, it's so disappointing. Art though, did you read that Star Wars Screaming Citadel thing?
I did. Yep.
I thought that art was really good.
No, that was awesome. Yeah, I enjoyed.
People think that I'm not this grumpy old dude.
No.
It's amazing.
This is the guy that Marco Cicchetto. I'm probably saying his name wrong, but he did Greg Rucka's Punisher series, and he is awesome.
He's done.
He is great.
He is good.
Yeah,
I really like the way he drew everybody, like Luke and Hunter, and even Dr. Aphra, who I didn't like the art on her own book, like nearly as fun.
Yeah, he makes her look really cool.
Yeah, it makes her kind of hot, and they kind of have this like thing going here. Her and Luke are kind of like flirty.
Yeah,
kind of weird. Like I kind of like it. Like it's different. You expect Luke. Luke is such a like. Man, I want to be a Jedi.
Touchy station.
Yeah, he's kind of a whiner, but she's kind of like, hey, farm boy, like she's kind of on him. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, and the princess lady, the evil princess lady with her dead man like assistant guy presenting her majesty.
I know.
They all looked cool too.
Yeah. There is one thing. Here's a pet peeve. You just reminded me of this. Do you know this happened in this book? And if I don't know why when Luke is talking to Dr. Aphra, he says, "Oh, you were with Vader, and he's evil." Like, do you hate that? I'm maybe I'm the only one, but do you hate it when like the bad guys like are, you know what I mean? When they are called evil, you know what I mean? Like do you think? I don't know. To me, people don't really talk like that. I don't know. Like maybe Donald Trump is evil. Like I kind of think he is evil or whatever. But like I don't know. It just seems like it seems weird. It seems like a weird thing to say.
I guess.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I suppose it's just me, but I think it's a.
Well, you think it's like a bad like writing decision to like?
Yeah, I think it's just kind of. I mean,
like,
obviously Darth Vader doesn't think he's evil, right? Like he thinks he's doing the right thing.
Yeah, for him. It looks like there's a new Darth Vader book coming out written by Charles Soule, too.
Yeah.
Volume 2 of Darth Vader. We'll see how that goes.
I'm wondering now, do you think that that's just a reaction to the sales being so bad that they're like, we got to bring back a book that people actually like?
I think that they probably had planned on continually doing like a Darth Vader book, just like Kieran Gillen was like done telling his story, and they try to find someone to pick it up.
Well, they should have just. I
Because
don't
Darth
know.
Vader stuff is still happening.
Right.
Between Dr. Aphra and this Screaming Citadel thing, the story is still happening. He's still around and he exists. So like,
right. No, I know. I feel like the more you just start over, I know they're like, oh, new readers will pick up number one.
new number one all the time.
But like, how many times can you do that? Like, well, I guess they're just gonna find out because they're gonna keep doing it. But I mean, I'm happy it's back because I really like the character. I mean, I like the book and the character as long as it's kind of in the same.
And Charles Soule he's a good writer too. Like I was just talking about that She-Hulk book. That was awesome that he did, but he doesn't nail everything. I think he did the Chewbacca Star Wars, and that was
not
definitely the worst like of the Star Wars miniseries things that came out. Like I actually liked the Princess Leia one. I know a lot of people didn't, and I liked.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't nearly as bad. I mean, I didn't like the Han Solo one.
I didn't like the Han Solo one, but the Chewbacca one was like, of all of those, was way at the bottom. You know, what I mean? At least like not the Lando one. Like that was, I didn't think that was that great either.
That wasn't that great either.
Except for that, it introduced like sort of like a kind of a cool like idea of like what Lando was up to. Like
right
in between.
No, it's fine.
It was fine.
It was better than Chewbacca.
Yeah, everything was better than Chewbacca.
Yeah. They've all been different levels of okay, I guess, but Chewbacca was really bad. I just was disappointed in the Han Solo one. I don't think it wasn't even that it was. I mean, it wasn't good, but like I had high hopes, and it was just really not. Who cares? Like this race, you know what I mean? Like who?
Yeah, it was basically like that, like the Burt Reynolds, like what is that movie? The Road
Cannonball Run.
Yeah, it was like basically Cannonball Kessel Run. That's what that was. That's all it was. They probably were relying heavily on that.
Yeah.
Just like when they say that, like Logan, the movie was like a road trip Western movie, because it was.
Yeah. And this was a Cannonball Run comic book.
Yeah.
But it was, maybe it would have been better if it was the actual Kessel Run.
Right. Yeah.
Just this dumb race, like, and had all these goofy aliens that nobody cared about.
Yeah.
Oh well. Anyways, we'll see. Hopefully, Darth Vader will come back and restore it. I mean, I don't want Marvel's sales to be bad. Just so weird.
It's like we're talking about like Pepsi and Coke sales, like one being down. Like it's not like they're gonna go out of business.
Oh, I know that, but I mean, I want them to be good. I mean, as a fan,
I just want the books to be good.
Well, yeah,
if they put out
good, people will buy them. I assume
if they put out 10 less books every month and they were all better and they all cost $1 more, I'd be happy. You know?
Yeah, look at that, $1 more. Well, that's not gonna.
Listen. If you're listening, Marvel, which you're not, please don't raise your prices by $1. The fans want it. We listened to this one podcast.
Yeah, one guy said it.
He said he'd pay another $1.
They're probably going to go in the exact opposite direction and put out 100 more books, and instead of dropping, although they have dropped them, there are a lot of books ending. Spider-Woman just ended. And I think Moon Knight seems like it's ending. And I think maybe even this volume of Punisher looks like it might be coming to an end.
Yeah, well, that's probably because of Steve Dillon.
I know. Although, yeah, that was rough. But I don't know. It's so weird when they just end these books though, because they kind of have to end it on like a this happened, like kind of happy or some kind of like moment at the end.
Yeah.
But it's usually kind of out of nowhere,
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know if these are in. I know Spider-Woman did end. That's for sure. Maybe they're ending because sales aren't good. Like maybe that's.
Where they're gonna do, I predict, 6 months from now, they have like a big Joe Quesada press conference, and it's just like when DC did their rebirth. It's like, well, we've gotten some feedback from the fans, and Thor is Thor and Cap is Cap, and it all goes back to how it should be. Wolverine's back.
That's probably what will happen, but they have to. You know what I mean? Like, well, they don't have to, I guess. Like, they could just literally blow it, like, just reboot everything, just like DC did, and just like, okay, we're starting again.
And will we ever hear from the Fantastic Four ever again? Tom Brevoort says that you won't. They're not ever going to bring that book back. So.
Wow. That's pretty weird, don't you think?
It is weird. It is weird.
That was like their first superhero book, right?
Yeah.
And that's like kind of like being like, we're just gonna get rid of Superman. We don't really need,
But I think it's all related to the rights and stuff.
Well, yeah, but I think it's also related to money.
Money.
They don't own the X-Men, but they still make X-Men books.
Yeah, they're still making. Like whatever deal they have with Fox. I'm sure they have. I'm sure they're making some sort of back end money off of it because they're letting them make, all these TV shows and whatnot too.
Yeah.
Did you see the trailer for the Gifted X-Men TV show directed by Bryan Singer?
Oh, I didn't see that.
So that is another X-Men TV show that I think maybe more so is related to the movie X-Men universe than like Legion, which is its own thing.
Not related at all, right? Is this like the New Mutants thing? Because I was reading about.
Yeah, it's like the New Mutants.
If it's called Gifted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I saw Maisie Williams from Game of Thrones is going to play Wolfsbane, which is I found pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So this is the same. That's the same show then.
Yes.
And there's a trailer. Okay, I did not know that. I'll have to check it out. That's funny because that's two Game of Thrones actresses in the X-Men universe now.
The first headline says Fox announces Gifted, Bryan Singer's kind of sort of X-Men TV series.
Because it's not X-Men, it's like younger, it's new.
Yeah.
Well,
but also, Legion is more kind of sort of X-Men than anything too. It's like
right. All right. Well, hey, but it worked, and it was, I think it was popular. So, yeah, whatever. Maybe this is the way to go. Maybe Fox has finally got it right, and they're not like gonna do these crappy movies.
Yeah, it's say what you will about some of the X-Men movies. I think that Bryan Singer's vision for the whole thing is pretty strong. Good. What was not good was X-Men Apocalypse. I'll tell you that.
X-Men Apocalypse was not good at all. I watched some of it again. It's been on cable. I was like, oh wow, this is even worse than I remember. I think they were just glad. Do you think they were just glad to get rid of Jennifer Lawrence? Like, do you think they were just like, okay, we're done with her now. We've done all her movies. Now we can just.
I think they were, wanted to get one more with her in it.
Well, I think they had signed her to do 3.
Yeah, and they maybe
like, okay, goodbye, thanks. Like,
maybe rushed her out.
You did the first one before the Hunger Games ever came out, and then she became this huge, Oscar-winning actress and everything. They were probably like, fuck.
and Days of Future Past was, I think, a box office success too. That they wanted to follow it up. They wanted to follow it up with something like, okay, we need to do the sequel to that one, which it wasn't really, but it was like, oh my god. No, they had Oscar Isaac's in that movie too.
I know.
Now he's a Star Wars guy, so like,
yeah,
they were lucky to just kind of crank that one out.
Maybe I don't know what went wrong there. Maybe it had nothing to do with Jennifer Lawrence. Like, I know she complained a lot about the body suit or whatever. I think she wore a suit apparently by the end. It wasn't even paint. Like poor Rebecca Romijn got like sick she was like peeing blue for weeks after it. But like
Oh,
Jennifer,
really?
get over yourself, Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
Well, I like Jennifer Lawrence. I shouldn't complain, but I'm just wondering if they
She
felt
could've
like
made
they
it.
had to write her like as a major character when she was. I mean,
She could have made a suit made out of $100 bills and then just thrown it out when she was done with it.
I know. Get over yourself. It's too bad because I really like Michael Fassbender and James McAvoy as Professor X and Magneto, but I think they're pretty much.
Oh yeah, I did too. I mean, and were they were in that movie, right?
Yeah, they were in
I
the box.
guess. Like I forget even the good parts of that movie.
The Magneto parts at the beginning when he's got like the daughter and everything, those are pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Then his
Even
daughter.
though like strayed from really far from like any X-Men stuff that you think of or know about. Oh, it's whatever. With the movies, it's whatever,
Yep. It's whatever.
Are you opening up your briefcase to get a whiskey bottle in there, like a Blue Label
Yeah.
Walker? You're like,
Take away my
whatever.
my X-Men blues. Take away my sadness I felt about Apocalypse.
Oh no! You know what? I know what you were just opening up. You have a suitcase next to you, and you're click. You open it up, and that's where the old Wolverine gear is.
Oh, that's right. The brown.
Yeah, you just like every podcast, you just look at it.
Yeah, just
anytime we start talking about the X-Men, like, hold on a second. Look at it. You've never tried it on though, which is weird.
No,
you just keep it in there.
Can't bring myself to do it.
Yeah, you want to keep it in excellent condition.
Excellent condition. That's right.
That's with an X and a hyphen.
Oh, wow. Next time I sell an X-Men book, I'm going to have to say that.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent condition.
Excellent condition.
I feel like, because if you say something is near mint, a real nerdy comic book guy buys it. They're going to be like,
there's slight foxing around the edges.
Yeah. Like, oh, come on, man. Like, I just say it's excellent.
Yeah, it's just excellent, man.
Something that on eBay now is a lot of people are saying, like, oh, it's 9.6 or whatever. I'm like, well, who are you to say that?
Yeah, you're not a fucking guy. You're not the guy.
Yeah, I don't even know what I don't even know what that means.
9.6 out of 9.7, so it's really good. It's like,
I never do that, but I'm listing a comic. Even though it would make more money that way. You know what I mean? Like if you said
money. The money.
All about the money. Oh well. What do you think? We have family things to do today, I guess.
Well, let me, if I may,
please.
Let me do an end of pod recap. I'm going to go through a couple books.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that.
I read Bug, The Adventures of Forager, which is a Jack Kirby joint on DC's Young Animal imprint there. Where they have like Doom Patrol and Gerard Way is like the editor for that. But anyways, what was cool about this book, it's an Allred family. Like so Michael Allred, Laura Allred, and his brother Lee Allred actually wrote the story.
What? Wow.
And it's cool because it's like the Allreds and doing like a fourth world Kirby thing. You got me sold right there. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's funny and it's probably not supposed to make a lot of sense. Like that FF book that they remember that?
Yeah, I do. It didn't stand for like Fantastic Four. It stood for like
Future Foundation or something.
Yeah.
On the movie tip, there was a Star Wars Rogue One, Star Wars Story number 2, which I did. I read it. I read all the dialogue balloons and did not skip any pages like I did the first issue.
Right.
So that was good. If you like Rogue One, get the comic adaptation. Those are always fun.
Yeah. All right. Yeah,
free comic book day gave us Guardians of the Galaxy and issue number 1 and 2 of that Guardians of the Galaxy written by Jerry Duggan. is pretty good book, pretty good, consistent with the movie versions of the characters. But also they came out with Guardians of the Galaxy, written by Jim Starlin and drawn by Alan Davis, which is more of like an old school take on
Yeah,
the
I
DC.
saw that. I saw that. I don't know
And
why.
I like them both. And even though
Alright.
they're coming out with 2 books from the same team, and that it's a big marketing ploy, I'm into it because I like Jim Starlin when he writes that stuff.
Yeah, he's always good with those cosmic things.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. Like they had the finale, the Bendis finale, a couple weeks ago. Like it was like a big because he's been writing Guardians for
Which I have not been reading.
I know. Well, I was reading it off and on. I read some of them like in trade or whatever and online, but I bought them.
Are you into you got your Marvel Unlimited? You've been doing that?
Oh, I haven't not. I've barely even. I looked through it. I haven't actually read any books yet.
That would be a good thing to do.
There, I will say there is a lot of stuff there.
Like you could read all the Bendis Guardian stuff there if you wanted to.
Sure, if you wanted to, you could read them all. But it was kind of a neat little blow off. They like fought Thanos, and they all kind of, it was nice. They kind of came together. All the people who had ever been Guardians on his run.
Oh, nice.
But we're all there. It was kind of neat. It was neat. They finally had some sort of closure between Kitty Pryde and Peter Quill. That was like why they didn't really work out. It wasn't
very well.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a nice little thing actually.
Well, there you go.
Blah blah blah. Yeah, it was cool.
Very well.
But I didn't pick up these new ones. So
well, I like them, and I like I think maybe if you are a fan of the movie, read the Jerry Duggan, Aaron. Is it Aaron or Alan Cooter? Aaron Cooter.
All right.
On the art, and but if you're more of a traditionalist, there's something there for you too. If you like the Infinity Gauntlet, you'll read the Jim Starlin one.
Of course I did. Yes. All right. Well, maybe I will.
There's something for the new and the old.
Look at that. Marvel covering their bases.
Covering their bases. And in this time, I'm not like that's a money grab. I just think it's actually pretty smart.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's all a money grab, but yeah, so they're covering. They have traditionalists and people who like the movie and don't understand tradition at all because and that's okay too. So that's good. All right.
That was my recap.
All right.
I think we're done. I think we're good. I think that was enough.
Yeah, that's enough.
Very good. Very good.
It's like when he's at was it Ted Danson's anniversary? Ted Danson and what's her name gets up and sings. Jeff's daughter, and he's like, "All right, that's good. He's like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing, you piece of shit?"
I can't wait for that to be on.
All right.
Well,
thanks.
$30. Happy Mother's Day, which to all those moms out there listening, which you're definitely not.
You're definitely. I don't think there are any moms listening. Wouldn't it be great if you are? We appreciate.
Please let us know.
Yeah, but we appreciate you listening, mom or not. Anybody's listening.
Yeah, mom or not.
Today, especially mom.
And dads and grads. Congrats to Josh Lingle.
That's right. Congrats, Josh. Big grad. He seemed pretty happy yesterday. We had pizza and cake. It was great.
Who wouldn't be happy?
Yeah.
Pizza and cake.
Pizza and cake. His daughter, big, growing like a weed,
Oh, man. So cute.
Yeah. She's pretty cute. All right. She doesn't look like a mini Josh. Did you ever see her when she was really young? She just looked little tiny Josh. Now she looks like a not that nothing wrong with looking like Josh, but
no.
Yeah.
But you don't want a little baby to look like Josh.
Yeah, especially your female baby.
Yeah, right.
That would be a little strange, but yeah. So
like I wouldn't want a little baby to look like me.
I wouldn't want my daughter to look like me if I ever had one either.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Clay.
All right.
Yeah, we'll talk to you soon, and we'll see everybody soon.
Later, you fucks.
Later. All right.
All right, but
So
I'm gonna stop
I'm not.
broadcast. But that I think that'll mean that I'm hanging up. So in case.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted next week. I'm not. I don't think I'm around. It's BU's commencement.
Cool. Well, we got
So,
this one in. We're good.
Yep. All right. Very well.
All right, bud.
Have a good one. Talk to you later.
Later, you fuck.
Later.